Did you know that as a struggling youth, there are certain questions you need to always stop and ask yourself, such as, where was I yesterday? Where am I now? Where am I going? I call them self-evaluation questions. Hey all, my name is Faith and I am founder of Grow with Kiwo. It is a platform for you and I to learn, repair, rehabilitate, and grow. And here on this channel, I talk everything bringing knowledge, awareness, and education to the violated, vulnerable, and struggling youth as a means of dealing with these infractions. Hey, this is a platform for you and I to learn, repair, rehabilitate, and oh, dear friends, in that note, I recently did an evaluation on myself and I discovered that I lost something in the past few months. But what is important, worth noting, is the fact that I know what I lost. So I decided to go in search for it. What it is that I lost, that virtue that I lost about myself. So I am on the road looking for what I lost about myself, and I call it my rehab. So I told myself, Grow with Kiwo is about educating, rehabilitating, and growing. So I decided to incorporate my rehab program into Grow with Kiwo, because I don't know what you may be going through out there that you need to go through some sort of rehabilitation. Okay, friends, the first stage of my rehab is evaluation. You need to evaluate. You need to know what it is that you lost, what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you gained. Of course, we always gain at some point, and we need to be thankful to God for always being there for us, for always protecting us, for always being there to warn us. God, oh. And then the second stage of my rehab will be acceptance. You need to accept that, yeah, this is the situation. This is what I lost. This is what I gained, and this is where I am right now. And the third stage of my rehab is incorporation. I need to incorporate all those virtues that I lost. I need to get them back in place. And the last stage of my rehab would be action. My rehab has 4 stages, and I am already done with stage 1. Stage 1 is evaluation. You need to evaluate. You need to ask yourself questions. You need to know what it is that is missing so that you can fix it. And stage 2 is detox. You need to detoxify all that is not supposed to be there. All the bad ideas, anything that didn't work, anything that is bad, you need to put it away before we start the rehab. So I am done with stage 1 and I am on stage 2 now. So I am detoxifying. So I was saying that the third stage of my rehab is incorporation. I need to incorporate those virtues of myself that I lost in the last few months. I need get them back. I need to get back what it is about me, that good thing about me that I lost in my grief. And then the last stage of our rehab, my rehab, our rehab, would be action. Like, we need to incorporate those virtues. Like, we need to act it. We need to live it now. We need to live ourselves now. Action means that we must have found everything. We must have put the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4 broken pieces of our lives together. If we are going on a rehab, there is supposed to be end results. And the end results are supposed to be positive, because we are going into this rehab with problems. And we're supposed to come out of them with solutions. These solutions means that we're supposed to come out of this rehab a brand new person. Of course, in a positive way. And I wrote down what the outcome, the kind of person we are going to be when we come out of this rehab. And I'll just read it out to you. If you find that you are not this kind of person after this rehab, then your rehab wasn't successful. As we'll be changing to become an important person of a role, it will take guards to follow it strictly. I know, I hope you know. Cars will be sticking out like soul farms. It will take dedication, of course, but we will be different after this rehab. And also, you must note that we'll be different absolutely in a good way. Women of Growth Rehab is about transformation. However, we are going to be confident in our minds, body, without compromising our integrity. Women of Valor Growth Rehab, that is the name of my rehab, is all about transformation. However, I'm going to be confident in my mind, my body, without compromising my integrity. So this means that after my rehab, I am going to become a very confident person in my mind, in my body. That is, after this rehab, however, I am going to be a very confident person in my mind, my body, without compromising my integrity. In order for me to become this person, there are 4 virtues that I am looking for, and I need to incorporate them in my life. So I'm going to tell you what these 4 virtues. So the first virtue I'm going to be incorporating into my life is that I'm going to be working on my mystery. And by mystery, I mean that I am going to be incorporating boundary. Yes, I'm going to maintain my boundary and divulge important information about myself only to very limited trusted persons. You get? You see, my whole life, I have made a mistake of thinking that people can be trusted, that I can tell people secrets or very close information about myself. How wrong was I? I was very naive to think that people can be discreet or be trusted with very important information about one's personal life. I've learned from this anyways, and now know that not everyone can be trusted with personal information about one's life. I will be teaching myself to not be an open book. You see, if you open a book like this and you read this and this page, you get an idea of what the person is about. So that is what an open book is, and I want to teach myself how to not be an open book. So at the end of my rehab, I should be able, at the end of my rehab, I shouldn't have any, how do I call it? Is it similar? I shouldn't have any characteristics that portray. So at the end of this rehab, I shouldn't have any characteristics that portray me as an open book. Third virtue that I will be incorporating into my life during this my rehab is that I'll be working on containing my excitement. You see, most of the times when we experience something good, for instance, we pass on exams, we get into a relationship, it's normal to get really excited that you want to tell those people like, you go around telling friends, I made it. So the outcome of my rehab in this circumstance is that when I find myself in exciting situations, that's after my rehab, I am going to maintain my restraint, knowing that those are fleeting moments and they get to pass. So the 4th virtue will be me working on not compromising my integrity, but still have my confidence intact. So I am going to be teaching myself and you to be a woman who knows when to stop talking. Like, you see, at times you meet an elegant woman who is like she doesn't know when to stop talking. There are times I found myself doing that, and seriously, I hate myself for ever doing that, and that is one of the things I am working on. See, one very important thing that girls don't know about is, ladies don't know about is, if you're beautiful, fabulous, or pretty, people will notice. But if you give too much away, they will eventually get bored. And they will start to look at you like, I I will be learning how to be mysterious and to keep people guessing. For instance, if someone asks you, how do you do? What you need to do is just give them basic information how you're doing and not start telling them about your family, your siblings, and all of that. Believe me, when we do this, we keep people entertained and we are not entertainers. And even if we decide to be entertainers, we should do it in a fabulous way. We are not clowns, so let's not allow our enemies to laugh at our expense. You may be a social media influencer, but this does not give people rights into your personal life. You may be a choir mistress, but this does not give people rights into your personal life. The truth is, a lot of people look up to you when you hold a certain kind of position. Some look up to you and they really follow you, but this doesn't give them rights into your personal life. There are many out there who are watching you and they are just waiting for you to fail. Believe me, there are many that you don't know about. They are all watching you and they are just waiting for you to fail. So you cannot afford to fail. You cannot afford to satisfy them.